Matt Mika here at Southwest University Park, joined by Chihuahuas right fielder and part-time pitcher Jeff Francoeur. Now, before we get into your time with the Chihuahuas and your professional career, let's take it back to high school. You went to Parkview High School in Georgia, and not only did you dominate the baseball diamond, but you're a pretty good football player too. Did you ever think about playing professional football?
You know, I've always wanted to play professional baseball. I really wanted to play college football. I thought that'd have been fun. I committed to go to Clemson, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's a lot easier on the body for sure.
Right, I hear. Now, are you an Atlanta Falcons fan?
I am a huge Falcons fan. Great year 2 years ago, rough year last year, so hopefully we can turn it back around this year.
I hear you.
Better than the Cowboys.
Right, absolutely. So, getting now that you got the call, you get drafted by the Atlanta Braves, the hometown team. And what was it like to get that phone call and fulfill that dream playing professional baseball?
It was awesome. Obviously I was born and raised in Atlanta, and so grew up going to all the games. My first Braves game was Bob Horner's 4 home run game, which was awesome. Actually, it's the first team in history of baseball to have one guy hit 4 home runs and the team lose. Yeah. So that's how bad the Braves were back in the day. But then, early 90s, going through the streak and going through the stretch, going to the World Series, win it in 95. So it was a fun time to be a Braves fan, and obviously when I got drafted, still a fun time.
Right. Now, your first hit was actually a home run, and the YouTube clip is still on there. When I was watching it, I had chills. I think anybody who's a baseball fan gets chills watching that. Your family's there cheering you on. The place just erupted. What was it like to record your first hit and have it to be a home run?
Well, I just wanted to put the ball in play, to be honest with you, at that point. A lot of people don't realize I was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and that was a 3-2 count. So it was a 3-run homer, but I was also 1 pitch away from the hat trick my first night. So things worked out well, though.
Good. And then you had a lot of accomplishments, in your professional career playing in the bigs, Gold Glove winner. You were 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting. Obviously that home run. It hit a walk-off against the Nationals in 2006. You represented Team USA in the World Baseball Classic in 2006. Is there a specific moment in your career that stands out the most?
Probably 2. Probably team-wise, obviously going to the playoffs in 2005, my first year. I'm 21 years old, playing against Clemens, Pettit, Bagwell, Biggio in the playoffs in Atlanta and Houston. So, that was incredible just to be in that. And then, for me individually, probably my walk-off homer versus the Nats. Before my grandpa passed away, it was the only game he ever got to see me play. And they ended up staying to all the way through. So for him to see that was really neat.
Yeah. Now, like I said before, you did represent Team USA and you wore the red, white, and blue in 2006. Is there a difference between playing professional baseball and international baseball?
Yeah, I think you see that, especially for the U.S., it's such a tough draw to have to play in March, because most of American guys aren't used to playing baseball. They come in the spring, they're getting used to it, whereas the Japanese, the Koreans, teams that have won it, Cuba are playing year-round. They start in January, so it's a disadvantage. But at the same time, it is different baseball. A lot of those teams play small ball compared to over here, where it's kind of get the guy on and wait for the big hit.
Yep. Okay. Now, moving forward, having with the Chihuahuas, you have had some time on the mound so far. What's the difference between playing outfield and on the mound and using that arm of yours?
Well, obviously, when I'm on the mound, it's not a good thing. It means we're getting blown out. Yeah. So it's never good when you see me come in. But I enjoy it. I think you do realize, though, that there's a difference between your arm in the outfield and your pitching arm, because I think you really got to work yourself in a pitching shape before you get the velocity on your fastball that you want. But I'm having a blast with it. The guys in the bullpen have been hilarious. They just love watching me. I did my Craig Kimbrell the other night when I was on the mound, and just something to lighten the mood. This is a tough game. It's a tough stretch. Traveling, how hot it is here. So every once in a while, it's fun to kind of lighten the mood and have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Having fun is a big key. I see you guys down here all the time with the handshakes. The team chemistry seems, unbelievable down here. And what's it like with the team chemistry?
Oh, we got great guys. It's fun because we got a lot of different guys. We got young guys. We got older guys that have played in the big leagues and guys that have a little time. We got all sorts of different types of guys from all over the country and all over the world. So we got a good mix in here. We have a lot of fun. We keep it lighthearted, and our coaches do a great job. Murph, Jock, cat. You know, they keep it simple, they keep it easy for us, and that's always nice to have too.
Yeah. Now in April, you were struggling a little bit. You were batting 196, just below the Mendoza line, and then in May you tore it up. You were batting 350, and it seems like you're hitting a home run every single night. The last series against Reno, you hit 3 in 3 consecutive days. What did you do to be able to switch?
Well, I think you got to work on things. You know, I think I had such a bad year last year. I lost a lot of confidence. And, you know, just really learning how to hit again. Shorten my hands, quicker to the ball, realizing I think the best thing I've done is I got 13 home runs as we speak now, and 7 have been opposite field. So, you know, I'm not trying to pull the ball and being quick to it and spraying it all over the field. And when you do that, you give yourself a chance. And going back to 11 with the Royals and, you know, 10 and 7 and 6 and 7 with the Braves were some of my best years. And those years I was hitting the ball all over the field, right center, right field. So when I'm doing that, I'm in a good spot, and luckily I've been able to do that and kind of stay consistent with it.
Yep. Now, one last question before you go. Fun fact for you Chihuahuas fans, Jeff Francoeur actually did start on the Sports Illustrated cover with the title The Natural. The only other player to do so, Ken Griffey Jr., 1990, May 7th issue with the title The Natural. So I have to ask you, once you hang up the cleats, is there any career in modeling for you?
You know, I don't think so. So,
no?
You know, I got two things. I either want to coach high school football or I want to be a professional golfer. So
all right.
I have a feeling I'll be coaching high school football when I'm done.
All right, so we got the US
no
Open.
Modeling.
No modeling. So
yeah.
you have a lefty.
Too big of a nose for modeling.
Right.
It kills me.
So you said you have lefty for the Open?
Lefty for the Open.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Jeff.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it.